Welcome, lore enthusiasts! I'm your host, Samuel Stories, and welcome to Stories of the Scrolls. Today, we will be discovering the story of the Daedric prince Mephala. Roll the intro. Mephala is one of the Daedric princes. She's known by the names Web Spinner, Spinner, or Spider, and her sphere is sometimes claimed to be lies, sex, murder, and secrets, but others claim her true sphere is obscure to mortals. She is worshipped by the Dunmer as one of the three good Daedra in their pantheon. She enjoys seducing and interfering in mortal affairs, presumably for her own amusement, though others suspect her manipulations are for a greater purpose, probably her own. Mephala is the ruler of the spiral skein and other domains in Oblivion tied together by a magical spider web. Mephala's minions are known as spider Daedra that are centaur-like with the upper body of a woman and the lower body of a spider. Straight up nightmare feel and resembling a monster from Japanese myth, the Yorogomu, a spider-type yokai that can shapeshift between three forms: a giant spider, a human woman, and a half-woman, half-spider. It transforms into a human woman to seduce and entrap human men to eat. However, its reflection will show its true spider form. So yeah, ripped straight out of the mythology. Let's talk about the realm of Oblivion, the spiral skein, also known as Mephala's web. The realm is inaccessible to mortals and shaped like a wheel or a web. From the center to the outer ring are 8 spokes. The spokes are called the 8 strands of skein. In the center of the wheel or web is a tower called the Pillar Palace of Mephala. Anyway, that is what we mortals call it. Its true name is said to be too awful to be uttered. Now about those spokes, let's go over them. The first is a cavern devoted to lies, with large pedestals pretending to hold up the skies. The second one is made up of cramped chambers that represent envy. The third is filled with grottos that in turn are filled with maggots and strange lights. This spoke represents seduction. Somehow. Yeah, I'm just as clueless as you are. The fourth contains endless dark tunnels to represent fear and darkness. The fifth are halls without rules and filled with betrayal. The sixth I can't pronounce that word correctly. The sixth is an arena of murder. The seventh is a space home to arcades of avarice and appetite. Basically all things mortals would kill or die for. The 8th and last spoke is the flaming skein of fury, representing the death that comes to all mortals and therefore where all treasure and loot lies. The Morak Ton, a guild of assassins operating out of Morrowind primarily, worship Mephala as their divine patron and founder. Scholars have found that the Night Mother of the Dark Brotherhood is a physical manifestation of Mephala, while other scholars say that the connection to Mephala is indirect and that her wish is communed via Night Mother. Now, as I've stated before, Mephala is one of the quote-unquote good Daedra of the Dunmer religion alongside Azura and Boethia. The quote-unquote good Daedra were worshipped primarily by the Kaima before the tribunal did something with the heart of Lorcan and became living gods. The Dunmeri Temple recognized the good Daedra as anticipations to the tribunal. Zura is the anticipation of Sothsil, Boethia is the anticipation of Almalexia, and Mephala is the anticipation of Vivek. And that's all I can say about religion. Then the encounters on Tamriel with Mephala. In the Third Era, in a dealing with Sanguine, Mephala gave 27 tokens to her devoted followers, the Morak Tong. The Dark Brotherhood, their counterpart, stole the tokens, and this leads to the quest Threads of the Web Spinner from The Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. In this quest, the protagonist, the Nerevarine, systematically kills the members of the Dark Brotherhood one by one, including the Dark Brotherhood Night Mother in the ruin of Alt Sotha. Another interaction with the Prince in Morrowind happens during her quest, in which the Nerevarine learns and kills a rogue Morak Tong assassin called Balin Omervel. Also in the Third Era, the hero of Kavach has dealings with Mephala. She asked the hero to go to the settlement of Bleaker's Way, which had two families. She then ordered the hero to kill the leaders of the two families and leave evidence that the murders were plotted and committed by the other family. This plunged the once peaceful settlement into chaos and led the members of the two families to kill each other, which pleased Mephala greatly, and so she rewarded the hero of Kavach. No, not in that way, you dirty minded bastards. She rewarded the hero of Kavach with the Ebony Blade. By the year 201 of the Fourth Era, the Ebony Blade has been locked away in a warded room in Dragon's Reach, with only Balgruf, the Jarl of Whiterun, and his court wizard Farengar having keys able to open it. Mephala contacted the mortal plane through the room, working her influence on Nelkir, the youngest son of Jarl Balgruf, and this leads to the quest The Whispering Door. The Ebony Blade was also awarded to the hero of Daggerfall sometime after the War of Bethany, which there is a surprising amount of lore on, and I plan to make a video on that conflict in the future. It seems that the blade has been around since the time of the Eternal Champion. It is also believed that the Eternal Champion himself once wielded the blade. Now, I've mentioned the Ebony Blade twice, so let's talk about the artifacts of Mephala. And since I've already mentioned it, let's start with the Ebony Blade. The Ebony Blade, sometimes called the Vampire or the Leech, resembles an ebony katana, and its power is very dark. Every time the Ebony Blade strikes an opponent, part of the damage inflicted flows into the wielder as raw power. The blade itself may not be any more evil than those who have used it, but at some point in history a charm was cast upon it, so it would not remain with one bladesman for too long. Another artifact of Mephala is the Ring of Khajiit, though it is also associated with Meridia. It is a sought-after piece of equipment, especially by thieves, for the sneaking bonuses it grants. Now, an interesting bit of trivia I found is that Mephala may be based on the Sisters of Fate from Greek mythology, since both see the lives and affair of mortals as a tapestry or a web and cut down their lives, even though in Greek myth they do not really cut down people. In Greek myth, the Sisters of Fate, or the Morai, spin the threads of fate from a spindle, and Mephala will probably use Spider Strange since she herself and her Daedric servants have something to do with nightmares on 8 legs. Spiders. That was the story on Mephala. I hope you enjoyed, If you did, a like on the video would be very much appreciated. Let me know what you think of the video in the comments down below. Subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know what topic you would like to learn about in the comments below. Until we meet again, lore enthusiasts, Talos guide you.